What's worse, Meadow Lane or Erewhon? By the end of this video, you be the judge. $65 olive oil made from 150-year-old olive trees, $16 bone broth, $14 tortilla chips, $12 grapes, $75 containers of matcha powder, and $625 Siberian caviar. All available at Meadow Lane. Come on down. And honestly, probably free Delulu lemonade served by the gallon, because if any of that sounded tempting to you, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, you're probably Delulu. In my video about Erewhon, aka the most expensive grocery store in the United States, I said that because Erewhon is normalizing selling food for 4 times the price, and because people see scams like this and are happy to get scammed and happy to waste all their money in order to appear like they have a luxury lifestyle, other companies are obviously going to jump on the bandwagon, and Erewhon clones are going to pop up all over the United States. And sadly, I was spot on, because now we have Meadow Lane. Meadow Lane is a new luxury grocery store in Tribeca, the second most expensive neighborhood to live in New York City. I knew that because Erewhon is on the West Coast, the East Coast Erewhon was coming. I knew that the East Coast was bound to answer with some big scam luxury grocer of their own. And don't get me wrong, there are already plenty of luxury grocery stores in New York City, but Meadow Lane really took the Tik Tok route to be the Erewhon rival. And East Coasters love a good scam and status symbol. No offense. And now all the East Coasters can save their plane ticket money that they're going to use to fly to California and buy their Hailey Bieber smoothies, and their $30 bag of ice cubes, and their $19 singular strawberry, and now they can waste it all on $15 raw chicken nuggets and $75 matcha at Meadow Lane. At 11 a.m. on Friday, November 14th, 2025, in Tribeca, New York City, Meadow Lane opened its doors. And keep in mind, this was right after the government cut food stamps. Mid-November 2025, at the time of Meadow Lane's opening, people were focusing on donating to food pantries, and they were creating their own food pantries in their front yards. But not everybody, sadly, because the other half of people were all lined up for Meadow Lane. And the line wrapped around blocks for, quote, luxury gourmet food. And if you remember, the Starbucks Bear Cup stampede happened on November 6, 2025, which was also right after the SNAP benefit cut. So basically the exact same people who were fighting over Bear Cups went to Meadow Lane a week later, amid economic crisis and food insecurity. But that could never possibly stop them from getting their photo op with luxury chicken nuggets. And before we get into all the Meadow Lane madness, thank you guys so much for all of your amazing comments on the screen right now. And don't forget to leave a like on this video to help us reach our like goal of 500 likes. And if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if the YouTube hype button is still a thing, hype the video as well. And now back into all of this luxury food drama. And you're probably wondering, how do people even know about all this nonsense beforehand? How do they always know exactly when and where to line up for these events? But you're probably not surprised that the answer is, once again, TikTok. TikTok is probably the #1 fueler of mass hysteria and people acting like a fool nowadays. Every single last person in line for Meadow Lane got the big idea to stand there from some random guy who popped up on their For You page one day, named Sammy Nussdorf. No, but in all seriousness, Sammy, aka Brokeback Contessa on TikTok, is the owner of Meadow Lane, and he had been advertising his store grand opening on TikTok for the past 2 years straight.
For those of you who don't know, I'm opening a gourmet grocer in Tribeca, and right now we are in the menu testing and developing phase, so we are making tons of dishes every single week, tasting them, altering them, making sure they're perfect so that when we open, you guys get a great experience with the food. We're super excited to launch, and there's so much more fun things coming. Today, we are trying overnight oats and 3 different chia puddings. Let's start with the overnight oats. Here we have our Caesar dressing. This is our leek horseradish and rosemary chicken salad. This is our simply roasted chicken that we'll have as one of our simple proteins. And we're gonna accompany this with masa chip.
I'm opening a gourmet grocer in Tribeca, and tonight we're taste testing the goat cheese truffle honey Uncrustables going in Meadow Lane.
Today, Meadow Lane received a cease and desist letter from an international company accusing us of trademark infringement. Now, what that means is they're trying to make the claim that we copied their logo and are profiting and creating consumer confusion because our logos are similar, okay? Backstory, I created this logo because I was inspired by a lamp that I have and putting the two together to make the M but also show a little bit of the L. Inspired by natural curvature and Jean Royer. I had never seen this brand before that sent me this letter. I get sent different companies branding all the time being like, oh, this looks like Meadow Lane, and companies that came before me, companies that came after me. It's just the nature of the beast. This is so clearly just a cash grab, and it is so embarrassing for this company to be doing this. I'm not going to name any names yet until I get the green light from legal.
I'm opening a gourmet grocer in Tribeca, and today we're trying the smoked salmon sando going in Meadow Lane. Do I have to keep saying I'm opening a gourmet grocer, or do people just know? I'm opening a gourmet grocer in Tribeca, and today we're taste testing the kale white bean salad going in Meadow Lane. The hearts of palm noodles going in Meadow Lane.
Good afternoon, my gourmet grocers. I heard a sick rumor that people think Brooklyn Mirage is opening before Meadow Lane. I also heard that people think GTA 6 will launch before Meadow Lane. I love a friendly competition, so let's run it. GTA 6, Brooklyn Mirage, Meadow Lane. Who will launch first? Let's go.
Today we're taste testing the pockets going in Meadow Lane. We are not calling these our versions of Uncrustables. We're actually checking with legal if we can even sell this.
I'm opening a gourmet grocer in Tribeca, and today I'm trying a Hamptons gourmet grocer.
Greetings, my gourmet grocers. This is a live crash out from Meadow Lane. We're preparing for the photo shoot. We're probably gonna be here all night. We've been here all day. I'm not gonna be posting, so this is my goodbye temporarily because we need to get to it and there's a lot to do, but this is the first finished case. Look, this is the produce. How insane. This takes a lot more work than you think, okay? So just give me a break. No, so the line actually is not gonna be that bad because I plan to get canceled sometime between now and opening in an effort to reduce the lines. I don't want a big line. It was not a part of my vision board for Meadow Lane. So in order to minimize the big lines that we're anticipating, I am going to get canceled. So hopefully that removes many different cohorts of people that were planning to come that don't want to come anymore because of my inevitable cancellation. I'm opening a gourmet grocer in Tribeca, and today we're taste testing the Chinese chicken salad going in Meadow Lane. And today I checked myself out for the very first time at Meadow Lane. Here we have our leek horseradish chicken salad with the respective packaging and the respective label. And this is my receipt. That's me and Schnitzel, my dog, in front of Meadow Lane. This is insane. And today we're taste testing the French sandwich going in Meadow Lane. Greetings, fellow gourmet grocers. I'm live from Meadow Lane, and I wanted to show you again our baskets that we're going to be providing our shoppers and customers with. I went over this in a previous video, but the baskets have since changed slightly due to a tariff issue. And today we're taste testing the baguette pizza going in Meadow Lane. Greetings, fellow gourmet grocers. The time has officially come to do a water taste test. We are still deciding which water we're going to be carrying in Meadow Lane. Ideally, I only want to carry one water brand, a flat version and a sparkling version. Today we're taste testing the lasagna going in Meadow Lane. And today we're taste testing the matcha going in Meadow Lane. I'm with Kate from Montauk General, who is our matcha partner here at Meadow Lane, and we're so excited to show you guys for the very first time the matcha experience you'll be getting here in the store.
Here's the tin.
Today we're taste testing the buffalo cauliflower going in Meadow Lane. And today we're taste testing the gluten-free chicken nuggets going in Meadow Lane.
Sammy built up the hype even more by having influencers and celebrities try out the food on his TikTok account. But a lot of the TikTok recipes, like the Uncrustables, haven't yet made it to Meadow Lane, so that's also causing a lot of Meadow Lane fans to crash out and riot online present day, because they're like, what happened to the cacio e pepe Uncrustables? Were you lying to us?
Steve Madden. I'm opening a gourmet grocer here in Tribeca, and today we're going to taste test some new items. I think we're going to do the chicken nuggets.
But today we have the gluten-free chicken nuggets and grandma's secret meatballs.
Yeah.
We got some honey mustard to go with here.
Honey mustard with the
nuts.
with the vegan.
They're not vegan.
They're not vegan.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I said
All
they're
right.
gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
Classic
Right.
mix-up.
Let's start with crab salad.
In the crab, there's actually I forgot what was in there.
I mean, you wouldn't know.
You're the one opening the gourmet grocer.
Sammy here is auditioning for the position of the cook.
Yeah.
It's spicy.
Yeah, it's spicy. I'm opening a gourmet grocer in Tribeca. This is a very important announcement. Okay, so we are opening Friday the 14th, November 2025, yes. Here's the thing. With the demand we're expecting, we might need to limit how many items you can purchase.
Okay, it's not gonna go on like this for long. It's just for the opening because we're expecting lines, and lines were never a part of my vision board. We might need to limit how many items you can purchase just for the week of launch. Okay, for week of launch, you might be limited to like 10 items per person.
Culture of Erewhon I thought was interesting, and I came back here and I was like, why doesn't New York have this?
I'm here at the new gourmet grocer in Tribeca, Meadow Lane. I'm Stephanie Wu, Eater's Editor-in-Chief, and we're gonna go check it out. Let's go. We have some insanely beautiful produce. Kale is like photo ready. Meadow Lane's own chili and squash. Cafe Pana, of course. It's like Cinderella, maybe mixed with a very clean looking Asian grocery. That's the vibes I'm getting. Look at this pristinely chopped watermelon.
That's crazy.
That's insane. We're continuing with what I feel like is the gourmet grocery bingo card here with some Wishbone, some Martha, and Flamingo Estate. This to me is like the perfect trifecta of all the things people are going crazy for these days. By the time you see this, Meadow Lane will be open to the public. You gotta grab the chicken salad.
Sweet, that's a wrap.
Sammy's final video before the grand opening rubbed a lot of people the wrong way before Meadow Lane even opened, because Sammy saying that the government shut down and made it so that he can't sell some of his frozen food in time is probably the most tone deaf, can't read the room thing that he said in this entire thing. In this video, Sammy also talks about how Meadow Lane doesn't take cash, and I'm pretty sure you can guess as to why they don't take cash. To keep certain people out of the store. If the bouncer wasn't evidence enough of that prerogative, yeah. Later on, we'll also talk about how now Sammy wants to make people also tip the cashiers at checkout. So if these prices weren't enough, you also have to tip the cashier.
Good evening, gourmet grocers. I am live from Meadow Lane, opening tomorrow, Friday the 14th at 11 a.m. We are at 355 Greenwich Street in Tribeca, and I wanted to give you some crucial pro tips while you're shopping the store with what to expect. You're gonna excuse the mess. We are not done setting up. When you walk in, to your right, there will be baskets that you can shop with. If you'd like to shop grocery and prepared foods and CPG, you're gonna head straight. If you'd like a coffee first, or a pastry, or a matcha, etc., you'll go slightly left. And you can order and pay there and then go shop the store if you'd like. We are gonna monitor how many people come in here at a time, and that is for everyone's benefit. That way you can have an enjoyable shopping experience. Also, you will be limited to how many prepared food items and potentially CPG items you can purchase, and as long as there's a long line, we're going to have to limit the amount you're buying to allow everyone, or as many people as possible, to come shop the store. I think that's fair. We decided. I don't know how many yet, we're still running some numbers, but I will let you know. You will know by the time you come in. We will be serving treats as much as we possibly can to the people online. We've got some special treats for you and some goodies, some merch as well. So we will try and take care of you as best as possible. I know it's cold out there. What else? There are 2 POS stations here. We will typically pay right there. Okay, these ignore the flowers, they're gonna go somewhere else. And then you'll pick up your coffee either like there or there, and then you can go shop the store. This is our floral studio. If you want a bouquet, I would buy one on your way out, okay, when you're heading out to POS. We'll get back to that later. Our beverage case, we did this heavy first because you want to put heavy stuff at the bottom of your bag first. We've got, I don't want to give it all away, okay? I don't want to give it all away, but you're gonna shop this area of the store, and you can make your way over to CPG. Sorry, I haven't slept in like a week. Oh, if you'd like caviar, here's caviar. These are dummies because I'm not trying to have any theft of the caviar, but we have 2 sizes of Siberian sturgeon. We have 2 sizes of osietra, 50 and 125. We're gonna put prices up. Don't fret, there will be prices listed so you know what you're getting into. And when you go to POS, if you'd like that, you can order it and they will box it up for you in a thermal bag. The packaging is stunning, it's a whole thing. Because of the government shutdown, we did not get some of our packaging, okay? So we had to last minute scramble and change some things from the hot case to the cold case, the whole thing, okay? You don't even wanna know. You don't wanna know, I'm telling you. Some of the packaging is different, you won't notice it, but I will. Tenders were supposed to be hot, now they can only be cold, okay? But we're gonna get the new packaging soon and we'll fix it. So, still some kinks. Oh, we are cashless, another pro tip. We do not accept cash, but whoever's first in line, I mean, no one's gonna know who's first in line yet. I would really like a $1 bill and your cart is gonna be free of charge. I just want the $1 bill so I can like frame it somewhere.
Inhibitions,
A lot of people don't like Sammy because he's a Nepo baby, but that really has nothing to do with the Meadow Lane controversy. But a lot of people have a lot to say about the whole Nepo baby thing, but this is my first time hearing about Sammy, so I can't really attest to any of that. The Meadow Lane grand opening sparked a huge controversy online, not only because it opened at an extremely tone-deaf time, but also because Sammy clearly needed more than 2 years time to plan all of this because he ended up selling $15 raw chicken nuggets. Before we watch the raw chicken nugget videos exposing the true quality of Meadow Lane, let's watch some of the vlogs and hauls from the Meadow Lane grand opening that went viral all across TikTok. Be warned that you're about to see people act a fool over $32 bread and $75 matcha.
Come with me to opening day at the one and only Meadow Lane. If you haven't heard of this gourmet grocery store, you are probably living under a rock. I'm not even kidding. But anyway, here's the rundown. A bunch of us got hats served on a literal silver platter for waiting in line, so that was a nice touch. This place is kind of like Disney World. They even have custom flavor cafe pana pints. I was actually the most excited for the LA chopped salad, which is a dupe of the La Scala one in LA. Like, look at those Maz balls. I had to get both the chicken tenders and nuggets for research, of course. Nuggets are a bit crispier, but they taste pretty similar to me. The hot cacio pepe mac and cheese is definitely the move. I love the breadcrumbs covered on top, just cheesy goodness. We had to get some juices for health, of course, but at $15 a bottle. We also have a cafe bakery section, and we tried this peanut butter cookie. These were me and my friend's total cost, but yeah, that was my haul. What can I say? I love a bougie grocery store.
Come with me to see Soul Tonic in Meadow Lane. Meadow Lane's finally open, and this is like giving Mecca Burke Street opening vibes. So let's see what the lines are doing, and let's go.
Okay, so guys, I got here at 11:20, and this is how long the line was. I'm not even joking. It felt like it was 2 kilometers, and this was 20 minutes after it was meant to have opened. And transparently, I would not have done this if I wasn't flying to Seoul in 2 days and I really wanted to see Soul Tonic on shelf. I should have just asked Sammy if I could have gotten in. I regret that, but I wanted to support. We got nuggets in the line. The nuggets were delicious, and interestingly, were actually sold out when I finally got in, but they had this delicious like barbecue sauce on the bottom of them. And I made friends in the line. This is Dejon, and also made friends with Jessica and June, who are from the Upper East Side. Jess is June's mum. So that was really fun. We literally had over 2 hours together to chat, get to know each other. But I was dying at Jess. She's the mum, and she was just like hating being in the line. But she stayed with us. She stuck it out. We finally got to the front, and they were only letting in literally what felt like 10 people at a time, so the in-store experience was perfect. So this is me getting into the store. There's Soul Tonic spotted in the beverage section. And when you first walk in, there's like the kind of coffee matcha section, and then you go more into the beverages and the grocery store bit. And then you continue around and you get the caviar, and then you go more into the packaged goods section. Really gorgeous layout, perfectly curated, like it's a dream grocery store if you can get in. And then my favorite part was all of the pre-prepared foods. There was so many different salads. There was like the cabbage rolls. There was all the like sides, like the Japanese sweet potato, the Chinese broccoli, the meatballs. So there were the mac and cheese, like lots of yummy things. And to be honest, if you can get in, this would have been a good thing to like grab and go for lunch. So I got heaps of the packaged foods to take home with me. And then I went more to the hot section, and then there was like the grocery, like vegetable section. And then it was finally ready to check out. I got a matcha on my way out, and it was actually a really, really good matcha. The mac and cheese from Jess and June, who were eating it in the store. And the total, I think, came to $142.
Today is a great day for the people who are chronically online. I went to Meadow Lane today this morning. I lined up at 10:05 actually. I got in line. Waited about an hour for it to open. Froze my ass off. Windy as fuck too, might I add. And honestly, it was so worth it. Chinese chicken salad, amazing. It's $21, but like great portion. The chicken is amazing. The dressing, crack. Then I had the cacio e pepe mac and cheese right here. This is not your ordinary mac and cheese. The nugs, I literally went in on the nuggets. Look at this nugget. This is not a McDonald's nugget. This is a Meadow Lane nugget. Anyway, there's only one left and I saved it for this video because the sauces are fire. Then I got the chicken salad, like you know the chicken salad that he's been talking about forever. This is the best chicken salad I've ever had in my life. Random, I got the tuna salad, curried tuna salad. I don't know what compelled me to get that. Like I'm not a regular tuna salad eater, but it looked good. Anyway, I got a green juice too, and the green juice was like, I don't have it with me right now because it's in the car, but it's like pretty mild for a green juice. Like, you know, green juices have that sting. That one was pretty mild, but then I was drinking this pink juice. This is also crack. If you like coconut water, get this. I got the Chara Greek frozen yogurt. I'm Greek, so I have to try a Greek yogurt, like obviously. This is berries and cream flavor, and I mean, if you like frozen yogurt, you'll like this. Like, what's there not to like? Look at this bite. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them. It was so f***ing good. I went back for day 2. I got the LA chopped salad, which is a different salad from the one I got yesterday. Yesterday I got the Chinese chicken salad, and that shit was banging. There's like little salami bites. There's the pearled mozzarella balls. Like, who doesn't like a pearled mozzarella ball? Please tell me who doesn't like a pearled mozzarella ball. There's pepperoncino peppers. There is chickpeas. It's the whole works. I don't think it's as good as the one yesterday. Like, the Chinese chicken salad is definitely top tier for me. Very lemony. It's not blowing me away, but it's still really good. I got the chili, and it feels like it's homemade. Like, it feels like whole ingredients, like, which it is, but like, the only thing I have to complain about, it's not spicy, and I like my chili spicy. So if you don't, you might like it a lot more. I have the ginger buffalo cauliflower. Very interesting. I think because I was expecting them to be fried, it's like altering my brain. The flavor, great. It's not very spicy. These meatballs, these look like, I don't even know, like crack. These might be one of the best things that they have that I've tried. Let's go through the receipt, because a lot of people were talking about prices. I went back today and spent basically more actually than yesterday. And also, people think I'm paid by Meadow Lane. I'm not paid by anyone. I'm a random ass person from Jersey who lives close to Meadow Lane with 2,000 followers. No one's paying someone with 2,000 followers to do a food review. Like, hello, these are just my honest thoughts as someone who loves to eat. So shut up. The buffalo cauliflower, $14. $14 for a tray. I did eat a good amount of it. Like, obviously there's some missing. I had some before or whatever. The meatballs for a large meatball, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, because I ate one. 14 meatballs, it was $30. Okay, yeah. The turkey chili for 32 ounce of the chili, which is right here. Good amount of chili. $16. Like, that's not bad at all. The nuggets, actually, I didn't know how much the nuggets cost yesterday because I wasn't paying attention, but the nuggets are $15. $15 for 6 nuggets, like, okay, yeah, they're gluten-free, cool, but like, it's still a lot of money. The LA chopped salad was $21. It's a little bit pricey, but like, whatever, it's Meadow Lane. Like, anyway, I got also a really cute hat. And that's it. Honestly, I would go back. Now that I've been twice, it's beautiful inside, obviously, as you know.
Some of the Meadow Lane hauls and taste tests seem a lot more enthusiastic than others because they're uploaded by Sammy's closest friends, and they probably got all the food for free. So in this next video, the reason why she seems so happy is because she's one of Sammy's closest friends. And that's why she's absolutely flipping out and losing her mind and about to blast off into orbit over banana bread.
I was the second customer ever. And first up, I got a bunch of pastries that come in this stunning pink checkered box. And I got a chocolate chip toffee cookie, a chocolate chip banana bread, and a pain au chocolat. 11:30 a.m. for me right now, so I'm gonna start out by trying the pain au chocolat. Cheers. Flaky, delicious. 10 out of 10, as expected. You know what? I'm gonna have a bite of the banana bread because why not? It's basically a muffin. Cheers. Better than the pain au chocolat. It's so good. I don't cook, so I didn't buy any like groceries or produce, but the produce looked absolutely stunning. So this is all the prepared foods I got. Obviously chicken tenders, duh. I also got the iconic chicken salad, some plantain chips, the exclusive Cafe Pana flavor for Meadow Lane, Caesar salad, grilled chicken breast to go with the Caesar salad, and then a lasagna to put in the freezer. I've actually yet to try the chicken tenders, so that's immediately what I'm drawn to. Cheers. Better than Round Swamp. If you've tried Round Swamp, These are bad. Brokeback, I'm so proud of you. This is so delicious. I cannot wait to be going to Meadow Lane every single day once there's not a line down 6 different blocks.
Today I'm reviewing some chicken products from Meadow Lane.
Okay, first up we have the chicken nuggets from Meadow Lane.
Pretty good. For this I would give it 7.5 fatties out of 10. Okay, for these chicken tenders though, I would give it 5 fatties.
On November 15th, the day after the Meadow Lane grand opening, a TikTok creator named Sabrina Carey uploaded this next video showing the $15 raw chicken nuggets that she got from Meadow Lane. And she says a lot of people on her Instagram told her that they also received raw chicken nuggets.
Does that look like cooked chicken to you? Wait, not to be a hater, but I've been thinking about these all day. So I went to Meadow Lane this morning and I think my chicken nuggets were raw, and I thought I was just like confusing myself, and then I posted something on my story and people were like, oh, mine were raw too. Cut another one open. This was the one I literally the only thing I've eaten was this one, and I bit into it and this is what it looked like, and I was like, that looks a little bit raw to me. I don't know, like these are cold right now, but does that look raw to you? I don't know if it's just like, if they're just like juicy chicken nuggets, but I'm like, this looks pink. Most definitely looks like pink to me. So I don't know if I should like cook them more, or this is the one that I ate earlier, which I feel like is probably like, does that look like cooked chicken to you? There's no hate going on here. I literally got so much stuff and I loved it. I have my haul coming soon, but I just like don't know if I should eat these or not. I know that this is like the most high in demand thing that they're selling right now. So maybe they're just like trying to cook them faster, which like I get, but just putting the word out there that maybe we need to cook them a little bit longer. So let me know if you had this experience and if I should eat them or not, because I want to, I just don't know if I should.
And I understand that restaurants can be hit or miss, but don't make all this hype for 2 years and talk about how it's the most luxurious gourmet food ever and then serve a raw food. The discourse around Meadow Lane is mixed, and a lot of people are defending Meadow Lane because they were rubbed the wrong way by one TikToker who tried to get a lot of Meadow Lane hate going and cancel Meadow Lane. But the way she went about it, people didn't like it. So she has a dairy allergy and she was sold chili at Meadow Lane and it had cheese in it. But people did not like her video and were clowning her left and right, saying things like, how did you not notice the cheese through the clear lid? And how does an airborne food allergy even work in the first place? I feel like people in general don't really take dairy allergies that seriously, but let me know if you guys think that she was justified in her anger towards Meadow Lane, or if she should have just never made this video because now it has people defending Meadow Lane.
I just got back from standing in line at Meadow Lane, which is in Tribeca. It's this new gourmet grocery store, and I waited online for so long, finally got in, and I did a quick shop. I picked up this turkey chili. Looks like it has really clean ingredients in it. I know I have to stop touching it. And then now I'm reacting to it. So I'm like, that's super strange. Like, why am I sneezing? And I look inside. That's totally cheese. And they didn't label it. I shouldn't even be touching this, but look, it looks like clean ingredients. And I started sneezing randomly. And thank God I didn't eat it. But what are they doing mislabeling food? Now I'm nervous, but I think it will clear up. I took Benadryl. Guys, the comments on my videos are wild. It's me, the turkey chili girl, here again. I am glad that somebody asked this question about airborne allergies because it provides me an opportunity to explain what that is. They are real and they are very dangerous. The form that it's in depends on the way that it's ingested into my body. It could have been the steam from the cheese that was melted on top. Now, when foods change form, like when cheese is melted, steam is released and the proteins, of which I'm allergic to, are now in the air and able to be ingested or inhaled. And that causes a varying degree of a response. I fear we are straying from the plot. This video that I made was about labeling foods correctly for the safety of me and people like me. If you don't understand a food allergy or an airborne food allergy, you should feel so lucky that you don't have to.
Once I start swelling up and sneezing, I know it's game over. So I had to take Benadryl, and then it actually got worse.
How do you go out to eat? People ask me genuine questions like, how do you go to a coffee shop with an airborne allergy? A big reason why I decided to start discussing my food allergies on here is because I want people to know that you can lead a normal life. I do think it's important to know that there are varying levels of severity for allergic reactions. Like, not every exposure is 0 to 100 where I'm having anaphylaxis and I might die. Everyone's bodies are different, so if I touch cheese, it's different than eating cheese or breathing it in. On that point, I want to clarify that my allergy is to milk, not to cheese, but to all dairy products. I'm also allergic to eggs, peanuts, and a lot of other tree nuts. Sometimes my allergic reactions look like puffy eyes, itchy throat, hives, rashes, and sometimes they escalate into full-blown anaphylaxis where I can't breathe. I often do not have control over an environment that I'm walking into, so I do things to mitigate risk. My most important non-negotiable is to always have my medications on me, and those include my EpiPens. I carry 2 everywhere I go, and Benadryl. Certainly not always easy, but I'm not going to live in fear.
Sammy technically did apologize for the raw chicken nuggets, but not really, because he was being so vague and cryptic in the response video that if you were new to the entire story, you would have no idea what he's talking about. You would need to have seen all of the videos. In terms of PR, this was a perfect move for Meadow Lane, because if people came across the apology video, they would have no idea what he was talking about, so they would probably just scroll away. But clearly, the fact that he was being so vague and not actually coming out and saying anything concrete, the video made people even more angry and more upset.
Good evening, gourmet grocers. I'm so sorry I'm late to the conversation. I have not had a moment to stop all day, and I was prioritizing remediating the situations that you're all very well aware of now, directly with the people that had the unpleasant experiences. That was the priority. Well, this happened yesterday, but talking with my culinary team and making sure that these mistakes never happen again, because they're absolutely unacceptable. And I, as the business owner, take full responsibility and accountability for these unpleasant experiences. This is not the standard I set myself to, my store to, my team to at all. A mistake was made and it has been fixed and will not happen again. And I found out, I reached out to them directly in DMs mostly, took care of the situation as best as I knew how. And they were all super nice and very supportive and understanding, and I'm very grateful for that. We kind of like forensically backtracked what had happened, and I can tell you that that has been handled. And I'm so incredibly sorry that that happened, because we hold ourselves to very high standards, and that is not the experience I want people to have at Meadow Lane. Again, I'm so embarrassed that that happened. I can't believe it. There is no excuse. It's been fixed, but the problem is trying to keep up with demand. And the reason why I'm questioning and on TikTok to get people's feedback of closing early on some days, like, or when we run out of food, is because we cannot seem to keep up with the demand. There are lines down the street, around the corner, every day. We've been open 3 days. We're still within our first week, and mistakes do happen and kinks need to be worked out, but this, is unacceptable. So we have put measures in place to ensure this does not happen again. But a part of why I'm negotiating, like closing early, not closing early, I don't want to reduce quality control over meeting demand. Food safety is far more important than meeting demand, and they're not mutually exclusive, but given the infancy of our opening, the fact that it's only been 3 days now open to the public, I just think limiting the hours of operations initially is best. And I know that most F&B concepts do that, but we were really trying to appease the neighborhood and people traveling to come see the store and let as many people experience the store as possible, but not at the risk of having unfortunate experiences with the store. And most of the experiences have been amazing. Like, you guys have been so sweet in the store, on TikTok. I'm watching the reviews, like, it's so amazing. We're all so proud. You guys have been so supportive. It's unreal. It's beyond my wildest expectations. So we were gonna close anyways tomorrow on Monday, but we're really gonna spend a lot of time reorganizing, making sure everyone gets the experience that I'd like you to have. With that said, thank you so much. And again, I'm deeply sorry and ashamed that that happened. And I take full accountability.
Following my video from yesterday, I was invited back to Meadow Lane by the owner, Sammy, today. He was super apologetic
and he explained that there was no excuse. There was a mix-up because there is a version of the turkey chili that's hot, and then there's one that's cold, and they both had the same label. He is working with a food allergy specialist to make sure that the hot one is labeled with the allergen of milk in it. He refunded my order and he let me pick out a few items, so I did get to pick up the cold version of the turkey chili, which is dairy-free. I can't wait to enjoy it, and thank you so much.
On November 17th, 3 days after the Meadow Lane grand opening, Sammy uploaded this next video claiming that someone was trying to defame him by posting a video of mice in Meadow Lane. Sammy says that the mice video was taken way before the store was even open for business.
And I'm back again. So someone took a video that was filmed in July when we were still under construction. We didn't have gas authorization. We couldn't cook anything. We were getting ready to stage for our photo shoot, and contractors were still doing work everywhere. As you can see, there's a ladder, there's garbage, there's cones, the tile isn't finished, the pillars are exposed. So someone reached out to me in July and sent a video of a mouse, a single mouse, and they said, hey, just so you know, I'll post it here. Hey, like I saw a mouse, and I was like, thank you so much for telling me, and we contacted an exterminator. We didn't contract the exterminator because we weren't opening anytime soon and we were still a construction site, and typically construction sites in New York City do have that, but we hadn't seen any yet. So we hired one immediately and they started service on a regular basis. I don't know who posted this video of the mouse, but they are clearly out to get me. They're clearly out to affect my business or myself or both. This account only has 2 videos, they're both mouse videos. They're trying to make it seem like we have mice and we do not. And I can get our contract with the exterminator and show you that we get regular treatments in the store. It's kind of crazy to me. Like, this is getting kind of crazy to me that someone hates me so much that they're manipulating the truth to make it seem like we have a mice problem. Like, do you want a job at Meadow Lane? Like, are you not busy? Like, can I help you stay busy? I don't understand. And I don't really have time for this either. We're all just working really hard. And this is really a nuisance. Obviously, this person wants it to be a problem for me. That is their goal. So I can promise you there are no mice in Meadow Lane. Again, this is exactly what I mean when I say building your business in public creates mass and consistent scrutiny. And people are not going to like you, and they will do whatever it takes to tear you down. This is on the extreme level. I don't think I've seen it this extreme before. Imagine I will learn a bunch of things from this, but it's crazy. Like, this is crazy. And I have all the proof, so I guess I'll put the screenshots in here. Thank you.
The more Meadow Lane food reviews I see, the more I realize how clearly mediocre the food is. No offense to New Yorkers, but I had to cut these videos so much because it's like, now let's 5 seconds of pause. Try the 5 seconds of pause. Cacio pepe, mac and cheese. And I'm like, just eat it up. Just tell us. But then after cutting up the videos from 5 minutes down to 30 seconds, we see that this food is absolutely nasty.
Okay, first I'm trying the Caesar salad. This is what it looks like. It's literally just like lettuce, so we'll see. I mean, it looks good. Is there sauce on there? Like, is there a dressing? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Wait. It's actually really good. I was judging it too hard. It's really good. The dressing and the crouton combo is delicious. I thought there were too many croutons, but it's perfect. There's horseradish sauce in there, which is like spicy. An interesting. It's not spicy, but what would you rate it? Like a 6.5, 7. Okay. I will eat it. Okay. It's not like a super greeny green juice. Like, it's very like mild. Yeah. It tastes like nothing. Yeah, it does. It's usually like green juice has like a really no. It's good. Trying the yuzu kale chips now. Oh, they're like little. They're teeny tiny. Oh, not little. I wish they were crispier. Okay, next is Japanese sweet potato, which I love Japanese sweet potato. I feel like this was like $15. It has like a labneh and then like a green sauce. Is it good? What's this? Is this LA chopped salad. I feel like it needs a little bit more sauce.
The infamous chicken nuggets.
Okay, cheers. These are really good.
Wow.
They're cold now, but like imagine if
They're a little cold, but like
warm. They're only cold because it's been like an hour.
Yeah, it's been a
and half
while.
Over.
Wait, but they're like perfectly salty and crispy.
It's called Meadow Lane. I think it's supposed to be like Erewhon. It's actually not that bad. The line's only like 30 people long. Thank you very much. I got $15 chicken nuggets and a Diet Coke. I have to say these are the most interesting looking chicken nuggets I've ever seen. $15 for 6 nuggets. Coke was reasonably priced at $2, and you get free honey mustard when you buy the nuggets. They taste like hot, flavorless couch cushion. Not a fan of the texture, needs more salt. The inside kind of resembles like an IKEA Swedish meatball. And they pretty much taste the same with the honey mustard, so. Really not great.
We're about to go get it right now.
You want a nugget here before you get in there? $15 for 6 nuggets. Let me know what you think. They're strange,
weird.
right? They're really weird.
It's like puffy.
Right, yeah. I will not be finishing those. And the Diet Coke tastes great, as expected.
It's also funny to me because I know that since Meadow Lane uses that entire Asian style food angle, people will automatically defend all the food even though it's not actually Asian style food. People will be like, oh, well, you just hate Meadow Lane because you hate Asian food and you're the problem. But no, that's not what's going on. This is literally just trash chicken nuggets. It's not actually Asian chicken nuggets. It's not Korean chicken nuggets. It's not Chinese chicken nuggets. It's not an actual Chinese chopped salad. It's literally just a salad. It's just so laughable because if you went to China right now, show me a raw chicken nugget. Show me. I'll wait. Because I guarantee you that they're not selling that nasty Meadow Lane food in actual Asian countries. Meadow Lane will also get people who eat gluten-free defending them because people will assume that everyone hates Meadow Lane just because it's gluten-free. But no, my husband has celiac disease, so I've had a ton of gluten-free food, chicken nuggets, chicken tenders, fried chicken, fried seafood, gluten-free restaurants, dedicated fryers and everything. None of it was garbage, trash, or styrofoam. None of it tasted like fish sticks. And none of it was $15 for 6 nuggets that were raw. And can we talk about the tiny teaspoon of honey mustard they put on the side? Like we couldn't even get an exclusive side salad or some luxury sweet potato fries to add up to that $15 or something. We just got a little teaspoon of sauce that's not even filled to the top. How is a teaspoon of sauce gonna be enough for 6 dry styrofoamy nuggets? Every single taste test video tells me that Meadow Lane food is so mediocre, lackluster, sensationalized, and just regular food that's called luxury. You're clearly not paying for gourmet food. You're just paying for the internet clout that you get when you post a video with the blue and white checkered bag. The bottles of juice that taste like nothing are $15 each, and the gluten-free chicken nuggets that aren't even cooked are $15 for 6 nuggets because they're sold next to $625 caviar. And there's the bouncer at the door, and there's the ambient lighting. You're just paying for the atmosphere. And it's really funny because a lot of people are commenting on Sammy's TikToks that he just made a store that looked like a fancy hotel lobby food area, and that is extremely accurate.
So I schlepped all the way down here, waited 2 hours in line to get a basket of chicken nuggets from Drew. I would say this basket, I'm gonna guess, let's play, you want to play Price is Right? I'm playing Price is Right with Drew, because we're at Meadow Lane. Drew, Price is Right. What's our basket? No, you can't go over. Don't count. What's our basket? $128. Drew thinks it's $128. I would say, let me see what Drew, how many items do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, under $100. $87. 98, under $100. $98. Drew said $128. I said I said $98.
The hilarious thing about Meadow Lane and Meadow Lane defenders is that if you just look around your house, there are thousands of fancy, reasonably priced cafes all around you. And you can get food that is way better and way higher quality and way less expensive than Meadow Lane. You don't need to drive hours to New York City and sit for hours in traffic to buy tiny salads just because they're under ambient lighting. One cafe that was one of my favorites for years, I used to go to all the time because it was near my old job. And I'm pretty sure that the salads were $14, but they were so big that they would literally last 3 to 4 days. And it would take that many days to eat the salads. And when you bought a salad, then they're like, we just want to warn you, this salad is huge. And they had their delicious gluten-free homemade pastries and everything, so luxury. But the luxury pastries were like $1 each for gluten-free brownies, cookies, regular glutenated ones, and everything. Basically what I'm saying is that Meadow Lane is not the only place on earth to get cafe food that tastes good. And even if you are gonna drive all the way to New York City and sit in traffic, why would you not go to any of the other places in New York City that are probably way better than Meadow Lane? Places that are not just cutting every single corner just to get influencer traffic. Meadow Lane is probably the worst place you could choose in New York City because all the people that are not paid by Sammy that are making reviews are obviously extremely disappointed.
What are you gonna get?
I'm gonna get the onion dip and the nugget.
Okay.
The chicken salad, the Caesar.
Oh my.
No. Try the bread.
First bite. Make sure it's not raw. I'm just kidding.
Tastes like Asian chicken nuggets.
Okay. Final rating.
6 out of 10.
It's a solid chicken nugget. Delish. Caramelized onion dip. Oh, it's very like stringy. Okay.
Good. Trying the black garlic ranch dip.
I'm actually scared. It looks like diarrhea. Okay.
No.
No. Okay, black garlic dip giving diarrhea city.
Diarrhea.
I'm kind of scared. The chicken salad. Asian.
My salt.
Oh, okay.
Not normal chicken.
I mean,
it's good, right?
It's good. It's not your classic chicken salad.
Does it need salt?
There's ginger in this. You know what it is? It's not ginger.
What?
It's horseradish.
Oh, horseradish. It's that tanginess.
Pink juice.
Pink juice.
Ready? First
This
initial
has
thoughts.
Definitely ginger in it.
Okay.
It's like a green juice with watermelon.
Okay, I can smell the watermelon. Looks good. Here.
Coffee, chocolate chip
Okay.
cookie.
Is it warm?
No.
Ice cold. Okay. 10 out of 10. What was this one called?
The sugar cookie with raspberry dust.
Oh. This is good. These would be really good warm.
It's a little sweet treat.
Candy. Okay, I want to try the soda one.
What's this one?
So good. Cherry Coke.
I hate to say it, but Erewhon defenders are probably so happy right now seeing how lackluster the food at Meadow Lane is because the clear mediocrity of Meadow Lane makes Erewhon look like it's worth the flight to California. But just to influencer grocery store fans, not to people with common sense. So please don't go to Erewhon either. Because remember that Erewhon is probably 10 times more expensive than Meadow Lane. Even though Meadow Lane has the $625 caviar and their $12 grapes and $14 tortilla chips, we already know from my 2 Erewhon videos the price is there. It costs $30 just to get a bag of ice at Erewhon.
Those are fish sticks.
Yeah,
fish nuggets.
there's no chicken in these nuggets.
Those are fish nuggets.
This is fake. They're lying to everyone. That's literally fish. But you know what? If you like it, you like it. I think it's okay. Get the honey mustard, get the tenders, get the labna. Don't get anything else.
Wait.
And the Zaza. Zaza chips.
Got chili pepper, throw that shit to the side.
It's actually funny to see that Meadow Lane wants to be Erewhon, because if you tried to replicate Erewhon recipes at home, which they have a lot of videos on TikTok, how to make Erewhon at home, then it would take you like an hour just to replicate it. And you have to do all these intricate things, like when the smoothie has the whipped cream all geometric throughout the cup. But it might take you 5 minutes tops to replicate the nonsense that Meadow Lane is dishing out. All you have to do is pop a $2 bag of cauliflower in the oven, pour a $2 bottle of buffalo sauce over it, and pop it in the oven at 425. There you have it, Meadow Lane buffalo cauliflower. Because everyone that tried the buffalo cauliflower at Meadow Lane was like, oh, I was not expecting it to literally just be cauliflower with buffalo sauce on it. Nice. But not to defend Erewhon. I obviously don't like Erewhon, but people were not this disappointed when they tried Erewhon food. But whether it's Erewhon, Meadow Lane, normalizing expensive food is just terrible. I don't know how you sleep at night making food even more expensive than it needs to be when it's already ridiculous. And also on the topic of making Meadow Lane at home, it looks like all you need to do is get a bottle of water, put a drop of lemon juice and green food coloring, and there you have it, Meadow Lane green juice. Because how do you sell a $15 bottle of green juice and all the reviewers say it tastes like absolutely nothing, no zip, no zap, no nothing? Oh yeah, because there's nothing in the bottle.
Okay, here's my Meadow Lane haul. Just kidding, I didn't buy anything. I went in there just to like see, and it's also like 5 o'clock, so there was no line. Walked right in. The bouncer actually was like, wait, are you just one? And then like let me in the door as if it was like a club. And I was like, okay, fine. I guess that's okay. Then I walked in, I did my perusing, and then I was like, I'm really cold. I was like, my hands are so cold, let me get a soup. They had a squash soup. It was like the only thing in the heated container. I'll include a clip. And I was like, I'll get this. It's $10. That's like not terrible. And then I was thinking, oh, maybe if they have like a little bit of bread or like a cracker that I could dip into the soup. So I'm looking around and they had sourdough bread. And I was like, okay, this is probably more expensive. Like maybe it's like $10, $15 for a loaf of sourdough. And so I like wanted to confirm what the price was because they didn't list the price for the loaf of bread. And guess what, guys? Sourdough loaf that they're selling at Meadow Lane is $34. I went up to the guy at the counter. I was like, oh, how much is the bread? It's like $34. I was like, so you're wanting me to spend $44 on a soup and bread? No. And so I was like toying with the idea of just getting the soup. But ultimately, I thought to myself, I could just go to Whole Foods and get a loaf of bread and soup for probably $10 altogether. Or not a loaf, but like a piece of bread. So I don't know.
Meadow Lane haul and try. Here's the chicken. She
Wait,
looks
we need to
very,
make sure it's not raw.
She looks very.
Okay, oh my God,
it
it's
looks
not
very
raw.
well done.
I'm having trouble pulling one.
It's like it's a little bit disgusting. It's horribly salty.
I had one in the car. I couldn't eat that one.
Really
so I'm, like,
salty.
scared raw meat.
It tastes like ginger.
It's really not good.
It's really crispy and there's a hole in it. But the honey mustard is delish.
Yeah, the honey mustard's
I'm not
really
a honey
good. It's good if you
mustard
crunch
person.
it.
Just some girlies in Tribeca trying to go to Meadow Lane. Hopefully they're open. Hopefully they're not sold out of everything. I think I'm seeing a line, you guys. Ooh. Let's get in it and see if it like moves. Okay, it's not terrible. I think I'll move. We've seen worse. We've seen worse. On TikTok. It's up the front and it's all the way back here, but let's see if it moves. Update. We've decided we're gonna stay in line. We're getting closer. It's getting colder. It's getting colder. It's giving. We're at the hottest club in town. Like the bouncer. Like what's going on? We are so close. Should we just go?
No.
My favorite thing to do.
Up to 5 pre-prepared meals max. Everything else is fair game as much as you want to get.
Woo! Literally.
Control on your left.
Next. This is so funny. Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
Wow. Oh my God, it's stunning. Wow. We need to get a basket. I know, me too. I'm nervous. I'm interested in Grandma's secret meatballs. Oh, they have lasagna?
Chili.
They do. They have turkey chili. Oh, rip chicken nuggets.
Feels like
Oh my god, buffalo cauliflower would have been so good. What does the lasagna look like? That's a good dinner. Osaka beef bowl. I'm interested. I wish this had a protein with it because I love all the ingredients, but I might try it. The chicken salad. I don't eat chicken salad, but I support this for you. Okay, Meredith Slay. This is the most stunning olive oil I've ever seen. I can't stop eating goodles. They're so good. Have you tried them? They're protein. They're protein mac and cheese. Can't even lie, it really is so lovely in here. It's literally the one hotel of grocery stores. Yeah, it is. Is this like, ooh, sorry, is this just regular milk? Oh my god, I have to make a latte with this milk. This looks amazing. I love how they package these grapes. It's really pretty. I feel like it was a really lovely, calming experience. And I get the hype. I mean, I haven't tried anything yet, so I'll keep you guys posted. I'm really excited about my purchases. Really yummy lunches and dinners. Twas expensive. They did have like Driscoll's strawberries, so I don't know. I don't know about all their produce or what, but it was fun and very lovely.
We're on the corner of Harrison and Greenwich, so you know what you're going to get, a review of Meadow Lane. Yep, there we have it. We have the doorman. It's a Sunday afternoon. There's a very short line. I enter the store, check it out, and all I want to say is I am very, very unimpressed. Sure, the fruits and vegetables are colorful, but other than that, I felt like I was in an airport store. Obviously the shelves were really empty, but that's okay. It was Sunday afternoon, but this place was giving me airport vibes. The place was doing absolutely nothing for me. I would take my Butterfield Market over this place any day. Cinderella, Grace's Market. Obviously, everybody's coming right now because of all the social media hype, but let me tell you, it's really nothing to write home about. I looked around and then I decided to pick up a chicken salad to do a food review on that, which I did in another TikTok. But let me tell you guys, I was very, very, very disappointed. I didn't expect this. Do you see how social media can really trick everyone?
A lot of people try to defend Meadow Lane because they say that $30 meatballs and $20 salads are normal prices. Because if you go to Chick-fil-A, you could probably spend $20 on a salad. Or you could go to Burger King and the new Krabby Patty meal would cost $15.
A year later, here we are doing another SpongeBob collab. We all know how last year's went. That redhead don't like me no more, I think. This is the new SpongeBob collab with Burger King. Look at how cute everything looks. Look at how beautiful everything looks. So this is the bundle and this is where it comes in. It comes in this pineapple box. I love that. This crown also comes with it and I paid $14.99. This is SpongeBob Krabby Whopper. Look at how cute the packaging is. Like, oh my god. Dude, no way. Oh my god, look at the bun. The bun is square. So this is a Whopper and the only difference is that it has the yellow square bun. Burger King, y'all nailed it. I love that. That is so cute.
Got the Grinch meal from McDonald's. 2 hash bites, sour cream and onion flavored sauce, fries, a Big Mac, obviously. To drink, we have a Bloom Pop. This is the most fresh, piping hot Big Mac I've had in a minute.
Why are y'all eating that Grinch meal from McDonald's? Everybody I see eat it, put the hat on. Are y'all under a spell? What possessed you to say, yeah, I'm gonna go to McDonald's and get the Grinch meal? Somebody around you should have said, what?
Obviously, in real life, a Burger King Krabby Patty is more like a Krabby Old Mondays Krabby Patty, if you know what I mean. But let's step back for a second. Whoa, hold up, wait a minute. Let's realize that, yeah, that's the entire problem. $20 fast food salad is the problem today. Terrible garbage Mondo Burger, Krabby Old Monday burgers in America being $30 for a burger, fries, and a kid's toy is the problem. Are we forgetting that we were supposed to be trying to make food and healthy food more affordable? Whatever happened to that? Now all of a sudden we're just all trying to justify places like Erewhon and Meadow Lane. Like we completely forgot that we wanted healthy food to be accessible. We all forgot that food deserts were a thing. Now we just all want to be like, if you don't like Meadow Lane and Erewhon, you are haters and you fly economy. But yeah, let's keep pushing that healthy food should be unattainable for the masses. Yep, let's keep doing it. Americans have been eating junk food for decades because it's more affordable. And we were supposed to be trying to notice this and be aware of this. But now all of a sudden, for the past couple of years, everybody changed their tune and now they want to just feed into the pipeline of I made it in life and you didn't, so I get to shop at Erewhon and you're a loser because you don't have the money. And I'm gonna buy $12 grapes and you can go eat your McDonald's. And now the problem is that if you go to any fast food restaurant, which I don't even eat fast food anymore, but if you go to any fast food restaurant, then the fast food will be, you'll probably spend as much money at a fast food restaurant as you would going to Whole Foods. But that is the problem. Like people are saying, well, if I'm gonna spend $30 at Burger King, why would I not just spend $30 at Meadow Lane? Well, yeah, that's the problem. Burger King shouldn't be expensive either. But you don't need to go to Meadow Lane. Whatever happened to Trader Joe's? How did we jump all the way from Burger King to Meadow Lane? Like, whoa, we missed a few steps. What about the produce section at your local grocery store? How'd we go all the way to driving all the way to Meadow Lane? And $30 spent at Meadow Lane is gonna get you a crouton, so don't even go there. And again, it would be one thing if Meadow Lane food was actually good, but it's literally just Subway lettuce doused in sauce and croutons, and some random Asian term slapped on the label for added luxury, as they say. So just please be honest and say that if you wanna go to Meadow Lane, it's for the clout and it's for the photo op, and don't gaslight us, please. After this, a bunch of interviewers went into Meadow Lane to see what all the hype was about. And they wanted to film videos and interview Sammy in the store to make stories about all the backlash. But you can clearly see that Sammy is very perturbed by how everything is going with his business.
If you don't want to shop here, you don't have to shop here. I think people have this misconception that there's a sense of elitism here.
Today, we're at the most controversial grocery store in the world, Meadow Lane.
There have been a lot of TikTok videos about people finding raw chicken nuggets. There's a bouncer out front of the grocery store. Ooh, there's a mirror, by the way, in case you want to check yourself out. Me shopping. We got our basket. Let's head to the prepared food section. Oh no. Oh no. He's putting down sold out Post-its. Let's go over. No chicken nuggets. And it's only 3 o'clock.
All we have left are the salads. Have Caesar salad for $15.
Is there any protein?
It's got a lemon.
There's some sauces, I guess.
I'm so glad they have dates. Look at the backlit veggies.
If you want some strawberries, that will be $14.
I feel like I really need to stock up on my caviar. It's only half my rent.
I feel like I'm in Khloe Kardashian's snack closet. This is the merch area of the grocery store because you know every great grocery store needs merch. $85. Watermelon?
No price for that.
No price for that. Mystery price. I feel like I've been in Meadow Lane for 9 hours. I think that school is out because I am starting to see some high schoolers coming in. That's my cue to leave. I did find it a little underwhelming.
There was something very Black Mirror about the space. You weren't sure exactly where to stand, but you always felt like the store was calling you poor.
Goodbye, Meadow Lane. Bye, Meadow Lane.
Sammy is very, very angry at all the backlash that he's getting. Sammy says that yes, he got inspired by Arowan and sells expensive food. If you don't like it, you can go kick rocks. And he's basically calling us all broke. CNN is mad shady in their coverage of Meadow Lane though, and it's kind of hilarious because they show Sammy saying that people just misunderstood him and that it's not actually gourmet food, and he tries to dodge all accountability when he clearly advertised it as luxury gourmet. And then the next clip, then they show the girl saying, "This is all gourmet." So I expect it to be amazing.
It was really nice in there. I mean, the food is super expensive, so we haven't tried it, but we'll see.
Meadow Lane, the newest luxury grocery store in New York City's Tribeca, offers your everyday grocery items, prepared foods to more bougie options, including $750 caviar and $75 matcha powder.
I don't think anywhere needs a luxury grocery store, but do they want it? And based on the lines on a Tuesday afternoon, it would suggest to me that there is a desire and a demand for it, but not necessarily a necessity.
The store's fame is fueled by social media and has gotten mixed reviews. There are a few complaints, from rodent sightings during construction to turkey chili missing food allergy labels.
And I look inside, that's totally cheese. and they didn't label it.
There's been a couple, mistakes on our part that we took accountability for and corrected very fast.
Other comments questioned the timing of the store opening amid a food insecurity crisis across the country.
So I think just because of the build out of the space and maybe how I market it as gourmet gave people a misunderstanding. It doesn't mean that there's not expensive items you can purchase here, but the majority of it is right in line, if not under, other markets.
And then I got my matcha, I got a cinnamon swirl muffin, the nuggets, the tenders, and then the Chinese chicken chop. It's like gourmet, so I'm not expecting it to be cheap.
Despite all the controversies, New Yorkers are still hyped to shop there, many waiting in long lines just to get a glimpse of the space.
I heard about it, so I thought it would be interesting to try, but I'm not quite sure if it equates to how much it was.
On November 24th, Sammy tried to undo all of the backlash by saying that all the money earned in one day at Meadow Lane would be donated to an organization called City Meals on Wheels. People did not like this video at all, and this brought on even more backlash because people felt like this was just a PR stunt to get everyone to like Meadow Lane and or all for an end of the year holiday season huge tax write-off.
Greetings, gourmet grocers. I have an announcement. With the holiday season coming up, we've been trying here at Meadow Lane to figure out a way to give back. Speaking with a bunch of different organizations here in New York City, we ultimately decided on partnering with City Meals on Wheels, which is an organization that predominantly supplies healthy and nutritious foods to elderly people and people with disabilities who can't easily access food on their own. So what we're going to do initially is this Wednesday, November 26th, all of the proceeds will be donated directly to City Meals on Wheels. So go crazy. I encourage you to buy caviar, get whatever you want. We're still going to limit the amount of prepared items you can get just so as many people can enjoy as possible, but all of the money you spend here will be directly donated to City Meals on Wheels. By the end of the day, we'll cut a check, and I'm really excited to give back. I love City Meals on Wheels. I think it's a fantastic organization. We're also going to integrate into our POS system a way going forward where you can donate any amount at your discretion directly to City Meals on Wheels. So yeah, we're very excited. This is going to be the first of many donations from Meadow Lane in an effort to give back to the city and our community. And I'll keep you updated about how much money we can raise. While some people are able to access healthy and nutritious food, it's important to remember that a lot of people cannot. This is a great opportunity to give back this holiday season and support underserved communities. And what's really nice about City Meals on Wheels is they also do wellness checks. They have a whole social isolation reduction program, supporting people that live alone, that don't have any family. They have a bunch of community-based programming, which is very important to me. It hits home because community is extremely important to me. Connection is extremely important to me. So couldn't be happier about this.
By now in the video, you have seen Sammy talk about Japanese sweet potatoes, Korean tonic, Chinese chicken salad, and Japanese matcha. And remember how people said the chicken nuggets taste, quote, Asian? Yeah. And throwing ginger in every single recipe? It's all a calculated stunt. Sammy knows that he can just capitalize on a culture to make Americans pay more money, even though that's not his culture, and this is why people are upset. Meadow Lane is also getting a ton of backlash for selling a drink called Soul Tonic. Soul Tonic is essentially pear juice and tonic water that you're supposed to drink before drinking alcohol, and also pear juice and tonic water with apple cider vinegar added in that you're supposed to drink after drinking alcohol for hangover recovery.
Wait a minute. We have a delivery from Soul Tonic. Taste testing and trying her new product, and her original product, which is a Korean pear anti-hangover drink, tonic. I've tried these ones before, but Mum actually hasn't, so we'll be getting her to taste test this one for you. Don't know. It's nice. They are good. Now this is her new SKU. This one is like a premium hangover recovery tonic. So the difference between this one and this one is this one you drink before you're drinking, and this one is supposed to be like the morning after drinking kind of vibe. It's got apple cider vinegar in it. Ooh, don't you like that? Yeah, so it's Korean pear and apple cider vinegar, so it's really good for you. the next day in terms of digestion. Now, I've not tried this one, and apple cider vinegar is not my best friend. So, I might not make the happiest face with this one, but I reckon she's gonna be delish. Honestly, that's not bad at all. Like, I was expecting it to be very apple cider vinegar, but the blend with the cream pear is actually quite nice. You think Mum is the apple cider vinegar expert. She drinks shots full time.
No, that's perfect. Not too apple cider vinegary. It's like that nice balance.
Yeah, something about the cream pear is really blending it down.
But the main thing that the Soul Tonic company cares about, and the number one thing that they're banking on in order to get sales, is acting like the drinks are made from a magical tree growing in an enchanted garden planted right in the center of Seoul, South Korea. Soul Tonic is by no means created by somebody who is Korean, but they capitalize on the fact that if you put the word Korean on something, people, especially Americans, will freak out and give you $1 million. For people who are Korean, more power to them, because if people are going to buy it, then they're going to buy it and get that bag. But the Soul Tonic operation is not owned by Koreans or even people who are any percent Asian. The reason people are mad at Soul Tonic and now Meadow Lane for selling Soul Tonic is because it's basically like if non-black people sold Jamaican food in Erewhon for $80 a plate and labeled it authentic Jamaican on the box, and then the actual Jamaican mom and pop shop down the road that was selling way better food is now empty because everyone's at Erewhon and they're not, air quote, as cool and not as influency. Well, no, it's actually a lot worse than that, because what it's actually like is if non-Jamaican people started selling sparkling water in Arowan and just slapped Jamaican authentic sparkling water on the label, and then they took the business from the Jamaican restaurant. And then they cleaned it all up by saying, I'm flying to Jamaica right after seeing my Jamaican sparkling water on the shelf today because I have to get back to the island to check on things with my business. I have to source more sparkling water for my brand. Yeah, okay. Sophie Hood is the owner of Soul Tonic, and she went viral on TikTok during summer of 2025 because influencers started hopping on the Soul Tonic bandwagon and started sharing their experiences drinking the drink and saying how life-changing it was. And the thing that makes me die laughing about this next influencer's Soul Tonic review is when she says that she was viciously overserved. So she's saying she drank too much alcohol that night before, but viciously overserved is crazy. I'm gonna start using that, and I don't even drink.
All right, I was viciously overserved last night. This is called Soul Tonic, Korean Pear Recovery Tonic, or Korean Pear and Apple Cider Vinegar Recovery Tonic. I feel like I should be punished. I'm gonna try the one with the apple cider vinegar. I'll let you know if I recover. Let me tell you what we're coming in with. I was very dehydrated, and my friend Louie, I don't know where he is, and I don't know what to say about him, but he thought a rum punch was a good idea to start as an appetizer. And then he had a special tequila, and we had a vodka drink on the boat. So I don't know what the hell he was doing, and certainly nothing good. But I had a horrendous migraine yesterday, like bad neck, headache, because I get dehydrated, and I started off dehydrated. It's actually not bad. It tastes like a healthy adult apple juice. I actually don't mind it at all. Wow, okay. All right, what's in it? Nobody knows. 59 calories, apple cider vinegar, a couple Korean red ginseng. I don't know. I'll tell you, how long is this supposed to be? I'll let you know in an hour what happens. I believe that the product worked. I liked it. There's another packet, and I want to go see where it is.
Flashback.
Why is no one talking about the Erewhon coconut cloud frozen dessert? It is the sickest thing I ever tasted in my life. It tastes like marshmallow fluff. It's $18, including tip for the yogurt and the cookie, which I feel, compared to Hampton's prices, is right there. Wow. This thing is sick. It's the best thing at Erewhon, period.
After this, Sophie Hood was making videos thanking all the influencers from the bottom of her heart and getting interviewed on podcasts, and her brand was blowing up and skyrocketing. And in the interviews, she clearly states that she started the brand in her garage in Australia. So if you look at the package and you don't know who owns the company, you're going to think that this is a Korean item. But when you actually go on social media and see all this Soul Tonic stuff and what's actually going on behind the scenes, something smells fishy, and it's not the raw food at Meadow Lane.
I believe that the product worked.
I have no words. I have no words. I have no words. I cannot believe Bethany Frankel just did an entire dedicated video on Salt Tonic, and that glow up that she got after drinking the ACV tonic, like that is insane. I don't even know where Bethany got the Salt Tonics from. I'm assuming the store in the Hamptons, but I cannot be sure. But if there was one person that I have ever thought that I would want to randomly review Salt Tonic because she is the queen of food, beverage, beauty, it would be Bethany. I'm in disbelief. As an Aussie founder, this just does not happen in Australia. Like, I guess we don't like have celebrities. I don't even have any words. Like, I just don't even know like how this happens. Like, Amazon in the US is pumping. So many orders coming through.
Sophie should have just called it Australian tonic and called it a night. Even if it's made from Korean pears, then you don't have to be so OD with trying to make people think that this is a Korean item. An Australian tonic could work because you already see how Americans go crazy for everything Australian. Look at Outback Steakhouse, for example. People love all those puns in the menu talking about the Bobby and everything. Sophie constantly tries to defend her brand by saying that she worked with a beautiful man in Korea to formulate the drink. And that just gets me every single time, as if this is all okay just because you said that he's beautiful. And we all have to be okay with this just because of a little compliment. I don't really keep up with the Kardashians, but I'm pretty sure that Kendall Jenner got the exact same backlash for her 818 alcohol, I'm pretty sure. And then she acted like it was a Mexican brand, and she probably said the same thing. A beautiful man in Mexico helped me with this drink.
Kendall Jenner and her team were really going for that Mexican aesthetic in their ad for their new tequila.
That's not the first thing I noticed. Excuse me, but for a full minute of your time I'm going to sound like this, but I'm going to need you to bear with me. The first thing I noticed was not the blatant cultural appropriation, it was the lighting. This is something that a lot of people of color in communications talk about all the time. In a lot of cases, it's a yellow filter. In the ad with Kendall Jenner, it's a bluish one. These color treatments are usually used for countries that the West or predominantly white societies deem as dangerous or primitive. Often at the same time, the color filter makes white people look tan and adventurous, but on darker skinned people, it actively obscures their features. In the case of the Kendall Jenner commercial, it's supposed to make people look traditional. Chris Hemsworth in Extraction looks tan. This is the same movie. See the difference? This is New York in the series Homeland before the terrorist is introduced. This is the enemy of the story as they're introduced.
So now this is where we get back to Meadow Lane. This past April 2025, Sophie uploaded this next video begging Sammy to sell Salt Tonic in Meadow Lane when it finally does open up, because the grand opening kept getting pushed back countless times.
If I could have one TikTok go viral, it would be this. I'm Sophie, I'm the founder of Salt Tonic. I've partnered with a beautiful Korean man in South Korea, and we've been developing these tonics that not only are functional beverages, are fantastic for natural rehydration and digestion, but they also support alcohol recovery pre and post. Meadow Lane is tipped to be the Erewhon of New York, and I've been watching the journey of Brokeback Contessa, i.e. Sammy, and I'm obsessed. The vibes of the store are perfection. We have such an amazing Providence story. I'm literally local in New York at the moment. We've done New York Fashion Week, we've done Paris Fashion Week, and next in line, hopefully, is Meadow Lane. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I've already gone and I've printed off some custom Salt Tonic X Meadow Lane cards explaining the tonics, what they are, and exactly how they're going to be creating categories within Meadow Lane. Sammy did mention that they just want to choose one CPG brand per, I guess, category. And if this category hasn't even been filled yet, then I need to be in the running. So I've got the cards. I'm going to package up the tonics as well. So we've got 2 boxes that I'm going to bring over, package them up. This is the other one. And then I just pray and hope that A, they love it, B, they drink it chilled, C, they see the category opportunity, D, they see the vibes, and E, they see how much effort I'm going to. Anyway, stay tuned for part 2 where I actually physically go and drop off the goods at the apartment. Bye.
Sammy commented saying, and just like that, you're on the shelf. So Sophie had secured her spot on the Meadow Lane shelves and also secured all the backlash that she was about to get. Because now Meadow Lane put all the eyes on her shady marketing tactics with Salt Tonic, Korean tonic water, as it says on the package.
Here's another example of a white creator who is taking Asian culture and rebranding it as some type of health phenomenon. We have Salt Tonic, And, you know, when I saw this drink in the grocery store, I automatically knew. I was like, no Asian person made this drink. No one designed this. And so I had to research it, but I honestly forgot about it until I saw the Meadow Lane opening, you know, the one that Nepo Baby millionaire is doing, and he's serving raw chicken and cheese undisclosed to everyone. RIP. She was in line to test out her product, and I was like, okay, maybe she's Asian. You know, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. No, just a white girl. Just another white girl who is so inspired and in love with Korean culture that she had to make a whole health drink surrounding that. And let me tell you, like I said before, white people cannot appreciate cultures in silence. It's probably genetic. They cannot just sit there and appreciate culture and just use the culture or share it in some meaningful way. They have to appropriate for some type of white applause. They need to appropriate the culture and be like, hey, I found a way to do something better and I want to share it with the world. Why don't you share your own culture with the world? Why don't you make an, I don't know, Paris pouch drink? I don't know where you're from, but why do you have to share Asian culture and act like you're revolutionizing the industry?
I feel like Sammy was so quick to sell Soul Tonic in his store because he wants Meadow Lane to be the new Erewhon, and Erewhon's image is tied to everything Japanese culture. Half of Erewhon plays on Americans' obsession with Hailey Bieber, and the other half of Erewhon plays on Americans' obsession with everything Japanese.
One singular strawberry, $20. So of course I'm buying it right now and trying it. Comes from Japan and apparently it's the most delicious strawberry. Okay, wow. Does look really good. I'm gonna eat every last piece. Not gonna lie, 1,000 out of 10.
But even though Erewhon sells the $19 strawberry imported from Japan, at least Erewhon was actually originally created by a Japanese woman way back when Erewhon was not a terrible place, just a normal place before it was sold and now became the craziness we see today. And the co-owner of Erewhon is Taiwanese American. So do with that information what you will, but what I'm saying is that Erewhon has actual ties to Asian culture and Meadow Lane does not, but they want to. A huge reason for this is because in places like Japan, there is luxury food. Things like luxury fruit are not part of traditional American culture. But these new luxury grocery stores like Meadow Lane want to make it a thing because they want to make money. So they want to keep justifying what they're doing. So they're basically like, if vendors in Japan can sell $20 strawberries and $100 melons, why can't we do it in America? Why can we not sell $15 raw chicken nuggets? Because how come Japanese people can do it, but Americans can't? So that's the whole entire debate that these Meadow Lane places have. Like, how come everyone's okay when Japanese people do it, but when Americans do it, then it's wrong? How about because in Japan, the vendors are actually selling delicious strawberries and they're in Japan, so the climate is way different and the fruit tastes way different than it does in America, and you are selling a raw chicken for $15? How are we gonna compare an actual Japanese strawberry grown in Japan, not shipped to Erewhon, just actually in Japan, and we're gonna compare that to raw chicken nuggets? Yeah, okay. But there are so many Americans who defend luxury grocery stores because of the logic that I was just trying to explain, the brain rot logic. So Meadow Lane wants those same fans to come to their defense. But Meadow Lane, you missed one thing. Because Erewhon actually sells Japanese strawberries from Japan. But you are selling Australian tonic that is just called Korean tonic. You missed a spot there. Meadow Lane picked a terrible time to sell Soul Tonic. I mean, any time would have been terrible, but an especially terrible time to sell Soul Tonic because there is a huge discussion going on the internet right now about people disrespecting Asian culture, but then flooding up Asian grocery stores and acting like they own the place. And then getting mad when people who are Asian don't like it. So a lot of people are trying to cancel TikTokers who are Asian for having something to say about it. That is so backwards and that makes absolutely no sense. And there are a lot of different opinions about this topic, but this next video perfectly explains the discourse.
Whenever I see white people at the Asian grocery store, I kind of like give them the side eye like this, like this. You shouldn't do that. That's gonna make them feel like alienated. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that they shouldn't like be there. I'm just saying like it kind of makes me like feel kind of funny. Like I kind of want to like give them the side eye. Well, what's so funny about that? Like, racism is like a very serious thing. Oh no, yeah, that's not what I'm saying. Like, I think that white people should be shopping in these Asian grocery stores. I just think it's kind of ironic that, like, I grew up in a time where, like, white people were always making fun of me and, like, alienating me for, like, eating the food that I culturally grew up with, and now all of a sudden we're in a time where, like, it's trendy to, like, go to Asian grocery stores because they're, like, good deals and, like, exotic foods. Yeah, but, like, we should be coming together over food. Like, we've been through so many times where, like, we were so divided, and now we're, like, living in a time where, like, it's a little bit more normal for, like, white people to enjoy Asian food, and therefore that, like, affects the way that, like, Asian people are treated in a positive way, and, like, we should be protective of that. Making sure that white people are comfortable to eat our food, like, is that not, like, just centering white people? Like, why should we be concerned about that? Oh, well, I don't see it as centering white people. I see it as making sure that we don't go back to a time where, like, white people thought our food was weird. Like, I like that white people think our food is cool now. Oh, well, I guess I get it, because, like, if I grew up in a time where, like, every popular movie and, like, TV show, like, had, like, a token Asian person and the punchline was that they were Asian, or, like, there was, like, always gonna be, like, some, like, lightly racist Asian joke, like, I would also, like, feel pretty upset. And, like, I also would want to, like, protect that as well. Yeah, and I guess I see that now, like, you're living in a world where, like, non-Asian people are also, like, now obsessed with Asian culture. Like, the world loves K-pop, and, like, the world loves to shop at H Mart now, and, like, frugality is, like, chic now, I guess. And so I see why, like, you don't see it as that serious to, like, comment about that. Oh yeah, for sure. I was just sharing my, like, candid and honest, like, opinion about something that happens to me all the time. But I do think that white people should be, like, eating Asian food and, like, shopping in Asian grocery stores. I agree with you. Like, that's a overall positive thing. I was just enjoying the luxury of, like, being able to, like, have a nuanced and, like, slightly uncomfortable, like, feeling about it at the same time. Multiple opinions can exist within the Asian American community. Well, yes, there's so many ways to be Asian American in this country. Of course, we're all gonna have different opinions. And I think that's, like, a really good thing.
It seems like all Meadow Lane can do is just not read the room, because they already had the grand opening right after the SNAP benefit cut, and then now they're selling Soul Tonic right during this discussion. They have no idea what they're doing. They wanted to be like, we're a luxury grocery store and we don't care. And if you don't want to shop here, you don't have to. We're an influencer paradise. But then they were not expecting all of this other controversy. And they probably weren't expecting the employees to put raw chicken in people's mouths. Maybe one of the employees did it on purpose, and then they were like a double agent. But I really don't like how people who aren't Asian always try to invalidate the feelings and arguments of people who are actually Asian. How about we remember what happened during the TikTok ban when everyone went over to Red Note, and all the Americans, aka TikTok refugees, flooded Red Note, the Chinese social media app. The Chinese creators on Red Note told the TikTok refugees to remember to be respectful, follow the following rules, and use Mandarin captions on all their videos. They said that's the rules, and that's the rules. But no, all the American users got extremely mad at this, got offended, refused to listen, and got triggered and mad, and started beefing with the Red Note influencers. Like, huh? It was very predictable, but that was just bad cringe. I'm just jogging your memory on that because so many people are like, what's wrong with Soul Tonic? I just don't get it. Well, start getting it. Start having it click. A lot of people are trying to defend Meadow Lane, and they're saying that it's for rich people who live in Tribeca, and Tribeca is so expensive to live in, so it's just for the little Tribekians. Stop getting so mad at it. You're broke, you're broke, you're broke. And they're just saying, broke people like you aren't the target demographic, so be quiet.
Broke people should never laugh.
But first of all, even if you felt that way, what does that have to do with raw chicken? I'll wait. So the rich people like to eat raw chicken nuggets? That's new. I've never heard of that before. And the fact that they're rich in the first place, I'm pretty sure that they got rich by not spending $75 on matcha. We have already established that actual rich people don't shop at places like Erewhon and Meadow Lane. Erewhon is Disneyland for influencers. And Sammy got his inspiration from Erewhon, so he wants to now make the Disney World for influencers called Meadow Lane. But when people make videos on TikTok saying how they don't like Meadow Lane, some commenters try to gaslight them and just say, it's for rich people, you don't understand because you're broke. But please don't gaslight us into thinking that luxury grocery stores have any other target audience than social media influencers and avid TikTok watchers. Spare us from the brain rot of trying to convince us that rich people shop at Meadow Lane and Erewhon every single day for the groceries. Clearly, there's already enough overpriced food sold at Whole Foods in Tribeca for all the rich people to peruse, so they don't need Meadow Lane. And if Sammy's target audience was really the people in Tribeca, wouldn't he be knocking on doors instead of going on TikTok, telling all the girlies for 2 years that he's gonna open this big hullabaloo place? Let's just call a spade a spade. Meadow Lane is just for people to post the label on social media, post that pink and white and blue and white checkered box and bag, post vlogs and post hauls, and carry around their Target swag bag sized big white and blue checkered Meadow Lane bag in public so that everybody knows that they are a Meadow Lane it girly. Meadow Lane's target demographic has always been and will always be TikTok users and influencers who are willing to drive into New York City and sit through hours of traffic just to snap a picture with Meadow Lane food. And right after the cameras cut off, they immediately throw that raw chicken, nasty trash into the garbage. And they'll probably keep the containers and the pink checkered boxes as a keepsake to prove that they went to Meadow Lane. Obviously, not everything sold at Meadow Lane is going to be nasty, but the obvious thing is that you can get extremely good food for a tenth of the price at any other grocery store 2 minutes from your house. You don't have to go all the way to Meadow Lane to get this fake luxury food. And you can also just get your own ingredients and make something at home that will taste 10 times better than anything sold at Meadow Lane. And you can also make sure that the chicken is actually cooked.
Greetings, gourmet grocers. It is business update time. That is going to be a new series here on my TikTok, okay? We're doing business updates. We're doing full disclosure, okay? Gluten-free chicken nuggets, which I have 86'd from the menu for various reasons. We will bring it back at a later date. We need a larger fryer. It was causing too much congestion in the store, people waiting for that and all that sort of stuff. I'm sorry it had to happen. It will come back. Along with the 500 other menu items that I had to cut from the menu, we will bring back tips. A lot of gourmet grocers in New York City have a tip option. I know that sounds crazy, but the tips are pooled amongst all the front of house employees. So why not? Tribeca is a very affluent neighborhood. If the locals are shopping there and they want to tip, obviously barista tipping is standard, but if they want to tip front of house employees that are ringing them out at checkout, then why would I not do that for my employees? That's great. And people are doing it. Obviously, you can say no tip. That's well within your right. You don't have to tip. It's your choice. The tips are great. Like, tips are amazing each day. It's like a good amount of money. So why not do that? There is some debate online I've been seeing like, oh, this is why you shouldn't build your business in public. But they don't know the financials. They don't know the milestones. They really don't know much. They just know public perception based on TikTok and social media. And I appreciated the point of view. I don't know who it was, what the name is, but I appreciated the point of view. That does make sense, right? It does. However, I don't regret building in public, not for 1 minute. Yes, it's stressful. Yes, you have so many eyes on you. Yes, we made massive mistakes. However, and I'm not justifying the mistakes, inexcusable, like chopped. All the restaurateurs I've met with, like celebrity restaurateurs that have been so supportive and given me amazing advice, they were like, listen, this has happened to all of us constantly. It happens. But you built your business in public. So the spotlight is on you. And I was like, oh, okay. Obviously, they're not great mistakes. And no one wants that. But it is human error. Like, humans make mistakes. And that's very in line with F&B, no matter how nice the restaurant is. And they're like, haven't you ever had an issue with your food at a restaurant? I was like, yeah, I just like didn't think it would happen to me. They're like, well, why not? One time I was eating a taco in Miami, and it was from a nice taco place, and I pulled a staple out of my mouth. Like, not crunched, like the actual staple, like a U, you know? So I like just started recalling all of these experiences I had. Anyways, the point is the press, people were like, oh, don't worry, like all press is good press. I was like, no. That's not true. That's a lie. They were right. They were right because after those situations, the lines got longer. The amount of tickets and transactions a day grew. I just couldn't believe that. I just could not believe that. Of course, like, we don't want to make mistakes. I was just so shocked and taken aback by that, which is my point. Building in public is good. It's scary for sure, but it's worth it. It's a new wave of marketing that I think consumers really identify with. Open kimono. That's what we're doing here, and I love it. Engaging with your consumers on a much more real, authentic level is amazing. I'm a huge proponent of this, and anyone that wants to talk to me about it, I'm all ears. I've had multiple Zooms with different people wanting to start businesses. I think it's amazing.
Social media has brought us to the point where perishable food is a luxury item. It's no longer bags, it's no longer shoes, it's just perishable food. Raw chicken. And even if the food that you bought from a luxury grocery store was eaten months ago and long gone, your haul video will be up on the internet for millions of people to see forever and ever. And you can even pin it to the top of your page. People don't keep their glass Erewhon bottles in their Meadow Lane checkered bags because they love the taste of the food. It's just for clout and a photo op. That's it, and that's all. And social media has tried to convince us that luxury grocery stores are completely justified and normal, and things like $32 bags of ice and $32 loaves of bread are completely okay. Very dystopian if you ask me. But clearly I will never be shopping at Meadow Lane or Erewhon. And to that, Sammy would tell me that he does not care. I want to know what you guys think about all this Meadow Lane drama, so don't forget to let me know down in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys!